criminal.
How do you put money laundering for person when no get money?
You don't launder your own money now.
Who broke?
You not criminal now.
I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course, and you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by Saturday, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts.
So great news, VDM is out, and there are several lessons to be learned from this EFCC's interaction with VDM. Now, who is the biggest loser? Of course, the Nigerian government and EFCC, because VDM's stock will rise now. VDM's, go and check his followers on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. It has gone up. In the end, these people should have known that when you want to kill a cockroach inside a calabash bowl or a breakable bowl, you go with your senses. EFCC did not have sense. EFCC that calls themselves anti-corruption agency that actually goes after opposition. EFCC that calls themselves anti-corruption agency is now becoming the corruption agency itself. Why go after VDM? VDM would have been a nobody in the country if not for this relevance people have given to him. Politicians are there stealing money, nobody's going after them. Yet you went after VDM. VDM in this video is saying that, you see, these people are surprised that where do you get so much money that you used to do charity? And he said that they do not know that he even is in debt, doing those charity. But in the end, they've made a mess of themselves. You arrested somebody in a commando style, like the person is a common criminal. Yet Yala Bello was right in front of you. You people could not arrest him, and now you have allowed VDM to become an international hero because even his enemies fought for him. Look at now, even Femi Falana, who people thought did not, advocate for VDM, did, in spite of the fact that VDM has issues with him. And Barrister Adeyonju, that is VDM's lawyer, needs to be careful when he's calling out people. He would have gone to do his findings. Eventually, after calling out Falana, he later admitted that Falana, was pressing buttons behind the scenes, just like Atiku, Peter Obi, and other international and important people. With what has happened now, it's high time Tinubu fired that EFCC chairman. He doesn't know what he's doing. If he knew what he was doing, he would not have done something like this. Now, they've now seen the massive love VDM has. The streets, everybody came out in Abuja and some parts of the country, even in London and outside of other countries, to protest, and fight for VDM. And now, EFCC would have their face to hide in shame because EFCC granted an interview to BBC and said that it was on the ground of multiple petitions filed against VDM that VDM was arrested, only for the same EFCC to come out and label that BBC news fake news, label Rufai news of Arise, on his Twitter as fake news also. But in the end, we realized that they didn't have any charges against him. And in the end, you said you arrested somebody to carry out investigation. Do you arrest somebody to carry out investigation? You would have been doing your investigation, and then after your investigation, you arrest the person to charge the person to court, and then let the person be given bail if the person meets the bail condition. But just like they did to Showere, they thought they could also grant, crazy and devilish bail conditions on VDM. And in the end, I'm sure they did it, but Adeyonju, his lawyer, has found a way out, and VDM is out now. Who is the biggest loser? Is the EFCC. What lessons do VDM have to learn from this? VDM should be careful when he's calling out people. You see in that particular video, VDM said, EFCC cannot come for me, EFCC cannot do this. If they come for me, I will do this. So it was as if EFCC was making a threat, and that was what D1 used against EFCC used against VDM, to say that VDM was threatening them, that if they come for him, he was going to do this, do that, and that. So they may use that to justify their commando act, but which to me is still not justifiable. They said they served him letter. Why was the letter not made public? If you are serving him letter and it means they said his known addresses. What are the known addresses? Why didn't you go to his house to arrest him? And then number two, they've only come to implicate GTB in this thing, because GTB may not even know anything about this, but the fact that they arrested him in the presence of GTB has put GTB in a more bad light. And then again, if you even look at it, VDM had been calling out EFCC for being corrupt, refusing to arrest, those boys that were spraying dollars, yet going after other celebrities for spraying dollars, and all of this, EFCC said that VDM has been making malicious statement towards them, but that is not what has informed their arrest. But in the end, you just see that everything they are saying contradicts. They arrested VDM because they were malicious towards him. They felt he was malicious towards them. But in the end, VDM has won. VDM is out of it. Let them file the charges and let's see what happens. Everybody has learned a lesson. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm your boy NS Omozupe Adebayo Okoje. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Signing out. Peace.